Hey, hello, my name's roguelike, welcome back to Caves of Cud. We are here inside Bethesda Susa, and there's the alchemist straight away. Lovely. Let's see how much you're gonna charge me. 1700, not too bad, honestly. 1400 for pretty much everything else besides the brain brine. Tell you what, let me see what we can muster up here. I don't think we'll be anywhere near able to afford anything since we are broke as heck. Yep, nowhere near. But good to know. Let's finish clearing out this layer. Hopefully, okay, there's our very first gyro humor. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright, we want to make sure... Okay, you've trapped yourself there, at least for the time being. We need to keep our eyes... keep our eyes peeled for a... for any of the rime wicks that we found last episode, because we only have one more blaze injector. Okay, you're taking damage there from something. There's a cloneling. Would very much like to take that guy out. I wonder if I can hit him with the geomagnetic disc. Yeah, not quite enough damage, is it? I do like using this though, it's fun as hell. It will eventually kill stuff. Just not fast enough, unfortunately. Alright. Try and kill him before he uses any of his cloning draft. Okay, didn't drop any, unfortunately. Alright, now we're at level 25. We're not getting nearly as much XP from any of these there we go. From any of these plastronoids here. Not too shabby though. I want to keep moving down a little further, but I am also very aware that we haven't gotten our mechanimist rep yet. Okay, I'll take a sphinx cell injector. Absolutely. Oh, hold up. It's a free glow sphere as well, that's more money. Moving a little slow here for some reason. Maybe... Okay, that is not what you want to see as you open a door. That is incredibly unlucky. We just took like 60 something damage from a single attack there. I say no thanks to that. And I'm gonna teleport. Okay, I'm not gonna teleport. That is terrifying. In which case I must sprint. Don't worry about being on fire just yet. Right, pat yourself out. That was really horrible. Thanks, game. Okay, here they come. Should be able to take them out fairly easily with 4 chain pistols. There we go. Alchemist is just straight up chilling. Did you just charge it yourself? I just flurried myself, didn't I? How is that even possible, dude? Dude just hit himself straight in the head with a friggin' with a mace. Well. Alright, there we go. Let's heal up here a moment. Things are getting a little bit spicy. Right, there we go. Whew. Yeah, there's some funkiness happening on this floor. It's taking a little longer than you would expect for the turns to pass. Okay, you're fine. No rime wicks, please. What I might do after this floor is head back up to the surface and attempt to fix our Mechanimus rep issues before we come back down. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth on this run taking out Sard Amos. You know what? You can get smashed. Okay. Let's not die to a crab. How about that? That would be probably the most humiliating defeat we've ever had in Caves of Qud if we died to a crab. Even a king crab, you know. Just not a good look. Alright. We also need to leave because when we come back here, we're going to need some money. Because ideally, I would like to buy absolutely everything that the alchemist has. I do have an idea. Using brain brine. Oh, okay, hello. Using brain brine. It may be possible for us to get some mutations if we're really lucky. This guy... How are you still faster than me? How are you actually faster than me? That's a little interesting. Jesus Christ. Why are we astrally... Why are we astrally burdened right now? Oh, okay, yeah. There's a normality field everywhere here. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Am I actually sprinting? I am sprinting. Alright, the basilisk has kind of backed off. Yeah, this whole floor is filled with normality. I think that's probably my cue to leave and go and level up a little bit. Alright, we're here in Ezra right now because I need to learn how to make a few things. So let's eat the goat in sweet leaf. That'll give us some psychometry. First thing I want to learn is how to build a solar cell. So let's do that. There we go. Now let's make a couple of these. We have no number 2 bits. That's kind of surprising. That's kind of embarrassing as well. Alright, well maybe if we get lucky here, Sixshrew might have something that we can purchase. Sturdy nano weave. You know I love it. What are we actually currently using for our main... Using carbide plate. Okay. Anything good? We may need another blaze injector. Lots of unknown stuff there. Can't really afford much right now. Okay, so you still have the same inventory, but this is dropped by a lot. Still 119 drams. I think I'm gonna get penetrating radar. Yeah. Let's grab it. Actually, you know what? No, not right now. We've got other stuff we need to be doing. Namely, we have to go and make some cash so that we can go and speak to the alchemist. So I'm gonna head back to this ruin. There's absolutely no way we'd find a third polygel on the surface. Is there? I mean, it's a free laser rifle. That's still a good amount of money. You know what? Give me all of that, actually. Feeling a bit more confident about being in the ruins now. We may even go and make contact with the freehold today. Say hello to my old Bep, the best boy. Alright, let's go downstairs. And maybe see if Tilly has anything. I believe we can also buy some credit wedges from the Trukin guy, whose name I always forget, over in the freehold. You get slammed. You get damned. Alright. What have you got for me, game? Alright, well that's not bad. Not much else on this layer. Of course, we did put acid all over the stairway. Yeah, if we had penetrating radar right now, we'd be able to see past these walls, essentially. Kind of in the same vein as heightened hearing, but much better. Take out these goat folk. We know what? We do need a new pair of boots, don't we? These greased ones are no good for us. There we go. I wouldn't mind trying to work on armor as well today. 13 AV is fine, but we can do better. I will grab the elastin skin suit as well, because that... I think that's worth a little bit of money. Not too much, but... Also, I think you can kind of see hidden enemies using geomagnetic disc, depending on where it goes, which is quite cool. Okay, there's definitely a shaman here, because somebody just used time dilation. Try not to get pincered here. But yeah, that is exactly what I don't want to happen. Alright, I need to try and close the distance between me and the goat folk sower up there. Okay, nice. You buffoon. Okay. Now we continue blasting. That's a lot of goat folk, be careful. There's a shaman. There's a sower. Really don't like having a sower just like that. Do I have any more salve injectors? Should probably buy some if not. Yeah, I got a few. I'll pop one just to be safe, doesn't hurt. Right, this guy can get slammed immediately. Okay, take that. I think we may have killed him. Oh, the sower... No, we didn't kill him. He's still alive. But he probably isn't feeling too great. There we go. And get a little heal in. Come on, I know. I've just got a feeling that there's going to be a chest somewhere on this layer. I can just smell it, you know. Maybe not though. You little stinkers. Alright, I guess I'll go downstairs and see what's up. Alright, well I just picked up a hover sled, which is a nice freebie. I'm not going to equip it right now. Actually, I can equip it because we are using night vision. Yeah. Incredible. I've also just realized that we're out of ammo. So we are going to have to go and top up. Ideally though, I think the chain pistols we may be done with them, you know. I'm loving all these livid creepers. Wouldn't mind making the switch over to maybe a laser pistol. Problem is powering them. We're gonna need ideally, one of my favorite mods in the whole game is radio powered. Failing that, we can make a solar cell, but it's not gonna last very long. Here's a problem though, we really have no tinkerers in our world. There's none at the still. We didn't do the Jopper start. We obviously have a couple at Gritgate, but they're not great. So I think, honestly, the play right now is to head over to the Freehold. Okay, I'm so glad you're here because I need ammo desperately. Thank you. Yeah, I think Freehold's the next play from here. We'll also get, I think, a free cybernetic in the chest near the Becoming Nook. We may even get lucky with something nice. Who knows? Haven't really found anything in the way of loot over here yet. Okay, we do have a laser rifle here. Oh, a chain laser. You actually have a lot of health. There we go. We're going to get a lot of money from that because that thing drops a bunch of chem cells. See if there's anything else. I am a little nervous, always, making my first trip over to the Freehold, but we should be fine, honestly. Come on. Oh man, I really miss having Pentaceps installed. We may have to reinstall that. It's going to synergize really well with Slam as well. Thank you for the ammo. See, there's a radio-powered chem cell there. We could potentially think about learning reverse engineer. You have a 25% chance to learn how to build the item. Or a 15% chance to learn the mod. It is tempting. It is very tempting. Either way, let's go to the surface. Okay, immediately lost. I'm okay with that. Especially here, it looks like we have definitely have some goat folk down here, but potentially we have a sword as a sword. Potentially we have some books. I don't know why I said sword then. At this point, I don't know why I say anything. Definitely not who I wanted to charge at there, but that's okay. Scaled steel gauntlets and a counterweighted. What is that? Counterweighted battle axe. I feel like we definitely have a couple more. Oh, a quartz fur hat. Anybody who's been watching me for a while knows I'm obsessed with doing a damage reflection build. Yeah, I feel like we're definitely overdue a historic site or two. Okay, here comes the sowers to ruin everything. Try and get them coming through right about here. Okay, we do have a legendary over here. Who are you? You are Naraha Heartbiter. Hated by the Templar. You are hampered, so you are using some kind of heavy weapon. Strange tubes. I wonder what that is. Better not be a phase cannon. Could you imagine? We'd have to be really unlucky for that to be a phase cannon. You've just EMP'd. He EMP'd himself. Please stop throwing grenades. For the love of God. A piece of stink. Alright, you can get bashed here. Slammed. Okay, we have 2 shaman. Okay, here he comes. Let's hit him with a flurry, maybe? Oh, he's got siphon. Oh no. Oh. Alright, that's not good. Okay, good, good. We need more big hits like that. Huge. There we go. Alright, the pewters are now indifferent to me. Let's see what this guy dropped here. Firstly, let's take a look at this. Ah, it's a chain gun. Alright, whatever. Mark that as scrap. I'll take the glow sphere, thanks. Oh, alright. Probably shouldn't have done that. Please stop. Goat folk, man. Try and keep some room between them and me. I think they may be moving down here. You know what? Good time as any to pop a salve injector. I'm actually thinking about installing the IV one, the IV cybernetic that doubles, or I think it doubles your ooh, hold on. I'm getting distracted here. There's some incandescent fangs here. This does additional electric damage on hit, so we should absolutely install these on our face. There we go. Already paid for itself there. You can tell if it's electric damage because it will be yellow coloured. There you go, like that 37. As usual, just a boatload of loot here. If we wanted to get really picky, we could actually just grab everything and start selling it. I don't really want to do that though. Okay, I've regained my bearings. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe penetrating radar would be fun. Alright, let's continue on here. We're about to enter the deep jungle. Don't mind being lost here. There's probably not going to be much here that can hurt us. Oh, a Reshef statue. Do I know you? I do know you. Okay, fair enough. Let's try and regain our bearings here. Perfect. Alright, we are now actually in the deep jungle, so... probably shouldn't be exploring like this. And yeah, here I am, doing exactly that. Yeah, I feel like this is not a great idea. I do know I can run south though, if things get a bit too spicy. Okay, you're a big boy. Nice, get melted. Okay. Good amount of XP though, 700 from killing those guys. What I really don't want to encounter are these slimes. The slimes are a little bit spooky. And by slimes I mean purple oozes. Ah, take that, sucker. We are... it sounds like we are harvesting some stuff though here. Ah, probably, yeah. Lag root. Anything else? See, I'm seeing those skeletons on the floor there. If you're lucky, you can sometimes find mummified corpses here. Have we picked anything up that we need to ID, by the way? No. We do have quite a bit of gear though, which is nice. Right, let's continue on. We do have jungle wayfaring, so hopefully we don't get lost. The real place that we worry about though is the lake, because... never mind, we're here. Boom. Hello, sir. Disliked by Mechanimist, that's a shame. Alright, here we go. Warden Yoon, there we go. This is the person we wanted to speak to. Absolutely loved by the Freehold. Just milk all of the rep we can here. Alright. They have 2 credit wedges. And another gun rack. Now, I was thinking, what if we try and install a second gun rack? Do you think that's possible? Since we're using an equipment rack? I'm not sure how that works. You can't ID, huh? That's interesting. I would assume that you could. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this as well. I know this defeats the point of us going out and trying to find some stuff to sell. But, yeah, I think if we can make it work, it's gonna be definitely worth it. Yeah, we got this, I think. Don't need these keys anymore. Boom. Okay. Ugh, twinning lamprey. Gross. Alright, let's immediately go down here. Appraisal. Lame. Super lame. Let's upgrade our license. Okay, we have what, 4 points to spend? Yes. I think we can install another gun rack, you know. Hold on. It will mean uninstalling night vision. Just for the sake of testing it. No, we can't. Okay, so what I was thinking is, because we have an additional back slot, technically it's called a rack, which comes from us having the equipment rack. Unfortunately, you can't install multiple gun racks. Damn, that would have been so cool, man. Fair enough. Let's shove this back into our face. And let's just unload any of our other... Okay, well, we can always sell this back at some point. Anyway, we'll get some free stuff here. Nice. Sphinx salt there, that's very good. Ooh, and a free Uber Nostrum injector, that's really good as well. And Resha floor, damn. Alright. I'm gonna do a once over here, because you often find some interesting people on the surface here. Thinking about maybe buying this, just to identify it. That's actually really good. Doesn't seem that big, but plus 10 move speed. Pretty nice. Let's get rid of all of these vibro daggers. And then I'll chuck you, guess we could get rid of that. It's not too important to us. Chuck you that as well. Let's see what we just purchased. Hopefully it's not absolute trash. Okay. This is destroyed when it's uninstalled. I mean, you can't be mad at it. It's not really what I'm looking for. Electrical resist, though, is always useful. Especially in this area. Let's identify the rock tumbler. See if there's anything in that. Yep, that's some freebies right there. Hello, Bep, my friend, my dear friend. What do you have for me? Bionic heart. Okay. This is a recoiler. What is this? More skill salt. Skill salt? Skill soft. Okay. Well, I'll grab this. Right, now let's get that ID'd. There we go. We can now come back here whenever we want. Got a radio powered chem cell in that. Let's do a quick once over in case there's anything hidden. And let's go talk to Tilly. What do you have for me? Gloves. Okay. That might be a grenade launcher, possibly. You unfortunately don't have too much on you right now. I'm gonna do my usual thing here of setting up a little base. So I'm gonna put down, I believe we picked up a chest. many episodes ago. Let's drop that there. And now we can start to store anything that we don't need on us. And use that for trading later on. Actually, you know what? We will keep these on us for now because we're probably going to sell them to the alchemist. Completely defeating the point of all of this. I also like to set up a little campfire right there so we can cook. I believe we may have some fancy ingredients to preserve here. Yeah, we certainly do. And last thing to do here is just go check down here, see if there's anything interesting. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh no, we do have some lore. Alright, let's do a real quick trade with this dromad that this is a really good high level dromad, so we might find something decent. You got some lava. You do have a bunch of stuff here that I've no clue what it is. I'll grab some slugs for now. Alright, I think I'm gonna head back to a ruin for the time being. I'm gonna need a little bit more money if I'm gonna buy all of the stuff from the alchemist. Which is here we go. A legendary right on the surface. Bara Soul Drinker. Hated by urchins and cannibals. Wait, what equipment are you using? You've got carbide plate and a hammer and a chain gun. Alright. You're me, but worse. We've got to be careful here because he will have the ability to try and stun lock me. So let's try and do that to him first. Like that. Nice. Hit him with the old bonk. Okay, we have knocked him prone. You are stunned still. Hit him with a flurry. Mess him up big time. Wonderful stuff. Alright, I'm going to clear this layer. See if we find anything good along the way. Just realized I didn't set these Isokar rifles as scrap. Which is why I have no number 2 bits. So yeah, my bad. Tempted to pick this up. It is jewel encrusted, so it might be worth a little bit of cash. We also have a artifact here. Alright. Not as nice as I was hoping for, but not too bad. Haven't really found anything up here. No chests, at least. But the XP is okay. Okay, I'm hearing a portal immediately. There's a snapjaw. I can only assume that snapjaw was pulled through the portal. There we go, get rid of that bozo. Right, it's a chain gun turret, of course. Let me kill that guy so I can pick up these lead slugs. There we go. I'm always kind of tempted to jump through portals. You know how it goes. What did we just pick up? Hold up. We got some feathered crocodines here. And a lacquered quartz fur cloak. I'm actually going to grab that. That might be worth a little bit. There's a cloneling that just got sucked through. That's odd. Where the hell is this place going to take me? I'm going to jump through it. I'm going to ID... Oh no, rocket turrets. Bane of my existence. Must kill this guy right now. Okay, those are run enders if you're not careful, so... There is a chance, I believe, that rocket turrets might have a nuclear cell. But I think this is my cue to jump the hell through this portal. Here we go. Oh, I'm just in the subterranean jungle. You are a kipper. Okay. Haven't seen a single drop of nectar. This whole playthrough. Pretty unlucky. Either way, I think we actually may be okay to go back and see the alchemist now. I've just noticed, I don't know how we got this. Where the hell did we pick up a sore throat from? That's not good. Toughness is 24. There is a chance we can shake off diseases. Do I have any yuckweed? No. Okay, that's gonna be annoying if our tongue falls off. Luckily, we do have an Uber Nostrum injector. But still, like, where did that happen? We managed to make it through all of Golgotha without any kind of incident, and then we just randomly get a sore throat. Man, this is too much like real life. Get me out of here, please. Ah, hold on. Okay, there may be a mummified corpse down here somewhere. Let's take a look. Not seeing much. Alright, well if our tongue's gonna fall off, we may as well head back to Bethesda Susa and speak to the alchemist before it happens. Also, we should definitely check the corpus real quick, just to refresh our memory on how to cure blot rot. Okay, we need wine, sap, cider. Wine, sap, and cider. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. What do we have here, by the way? Bing bong, finally. Okay, nuclear cell, huge. Ooh, okay, okay. What would be the best thing to use a teleprojector on right now? I'll have to have a think. I did get this Bethesda Susa recoiler. I unfortunately do not know where it's going to put me. I think I'm going to use it like an idiot. Maybe that's the game's way of telling me, no, do not do it. For the love of God. Let me go. Alright, I'm gonna take that as the game telling me not to do it right now. But you know I'm gonna keep trying. Oh, it just takes me to the surface. Alright, fair. Okay, so I've actually just noticed that our... Where is it? Our mace here has rusted. So yeah, we definitely got into a fight with a black ooze or a brown ooze at some point. Okay, the alchemist should be on this layer. Let's go make this trade. Wake up, please. Alright. Let's grab the cloning draft. Can absolutely afford it. And I'll come back for other stuff a little later on. Because I don't think we can afford everything right now. Get rid of that laser rifle. And then get rid of any of these nuggets. Yeah. Perfect. Alright, and then what I like to do is to pour this into another container, a water skin. And then do it with this as well. There we go. And that way when we clone this, we can turn it from 2 to 4 to 8. Pretty cool. Also mark it as auto-collect. Right, let's keep on heading down. Can't go too far though, because we still need that Mechanimist rep. Very tight quarters here. I'm not a fan of this. No, whoa. My game feels like there's input lag right now, which is why I'm taking these extra steps. I really don't want to fight this guy in melee. Please get slammed. Yeah, this guy's faster than me. Yikes. Heavy yikes. Absolutely do not ever want to fight a gyrohumor in melee. No, thank you. See if you follow me up. Okay, you did not follow me up. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, now you're going to follow. How did you get an attack on me? This game, honestly, I've noticed since 1.0's dropped, it's been extremely weird in terms of the like input lag that I'm getting. And now I have to fight this guy in melee, unfortunately. Okay, you are still stunned. Okay, that was a nice hit. That was a nice hit. You are still stunned. It's half my health right there, look. That's how... This guy is so strong. It's actually insane. We need to run. Run. And then just start blasting. Hey, yeah, look how slow. Very, very strange. Yeah, like, I'm getting about maybe 300 to 400 millisecond delay, but there's another humor on the stairs. What? What the hell, man? Right, no more humors. How about that? Okay. Chain gun. Pretty happy to grab some extra rounds. There we go. Take that loser out. 4 love injectors. Hold on, how many love injectors have I got right now? Okay. I'll absolutely do that. That's a great trade. Okay, what do we have over here? Take all these out. No more humors though, please. Okay, you're a real basilisk. You can't fool me. Honestly, the electric damage that we're doing from our Gershling fangs is incredibly good. Okay. Let's go see what this beetle's about. Try not to get put to sleep. 4 slender items. Okay. Both very, very doable. There's a humor. Specifically what I didn't want. Thank God. Honestly, these chain pistols, quad chain pistol build goes hard. Anything else? I think once we get to level 11, we can take the lift directly from level 5, I think it is, all the way back. Let's keep moving down. Okay, we're in level 10. this slammed. Okay, snail mother. I hate you with a passion. I don't want to follow you because I know you're going to lead me into a gyro humor. I'm going to be very, very... There's 2 snail mothers. Alright, this is officially going to be the most annoying flaw of this whole endeavor. Help me, I'm sick. There is a cloneling here, though. Didn't drop anything. Another cloneling. Ah, oh, bad timing, idiot. Oh, why would you clone that? You piece of garbage. Alright. Get slammed. I knew I was going to slip over. How embarrassing. And we have our first twinning lamprey. And we have a humor. Yeah, this is not the place for me. Not at all. Get me on that stairway. Right, we might have to skip level 10 for the time being. It's a little bit out of our price range. Let me, yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Hold up. Alright, so the game beat me to it. We officially have glot rot. Which means that our tongue is gonna fall off in a few days. What I'm on my way to do now is to go and pick up the wine and the cider we need to make the cure, the flaming ick. I'm gonna go to the stilt and do that. Ouch. Wish my tongue would hurry up and fall off, honestly. Yeah, gonna go make the cure and hopefully get this cured as quickly as possible. And if we get lucky as well, we can even grow our tongue back for free inside Bethesda Susa. There is a guaranteed, oh, books. There is a guaranteed, regeneration tank in the freehold. But I always like to save that one. No, I don't want. There we go. Tongue is gone. We can no longer communicate. Take a look at that, actually. Yeah, we can't speak. I feel like the game owes me some good loot now to say sorry. We do, by the way, have a ganglionic teleprojector, though, so that's cool. We could, theoretically, swap bodies permanently with a robot if we timed everything well. But that's not a priority right now. See, we can't talk. So, we need 1 part wine and 3 parts cider. Luckily, one thing we do have, we have 4 Icor merchants in this place. Okay, we need 3 parts cider and 1 wine, so we have everything we need right here. You're really gonna... They're gonna absolutely rip me off because I'm not able to speak, so they're gonna basically take advantage of me, which is super messed up. Take one of those. Okay, so let's make this, shall we? Let's just double check our recipe, as always. Glot rot. 1 part wine, 1 part sap, 3 parts cider. So let's mix this up. So, we're going to start by pouring into another vessel here 3 drams of cider. We're going to pour 1 bit of wine into that same... No, we don't want to empty it. We want to put 1 dram in there. And then I was collecting sap from the very beginning because I knew we'd need it. Pour this into that same container. 1 dram. Right, we now have the flaming ick mixture. First things first. Make a fire. Next. Drop the cure. I'm actually gonna make a note. There we go. So now when we look at it, we can see this is a flaming ick. We're going to drop this in the fire until it catches flame. You look at it up here. This music is so intense, it's actually crazy. Right, there we go. That is now on fire. Now we drink. Tastes even worse than you imagined, like a dead turtle boiled in phlegm. Okay, now we pick this up. Let's make sure that we put it out in our inventory. Because we may need it again in the future if we get really unlucky. Fight fire. Okay. Now, you can see we no longer have glot rot. We actually didn't get the pop-up, which is interesting. But we will still need to grow back our tongue. I actually feel like we may have shaken off the glot rot on by our own accord there. Let me do a quick once over. We're gonna need to use the Uber Nostrum, unfortunately. Because I do want to check what we have here. Actually, that said, we don't really have enough money to buy anything, so I will go hand our books in. Actually, never mind, I can't do that just yet. Maybe if I skip some time, it will give me the pop-up. No, alright. I'm gonna go try and find a regeneration tank over inside of Bethesda Susa. This is what regen tanks look like. Let's check this one to see if it... This one doesn't have any of the cloning draft in it, which is what you need for them to work. So this one's no good. Don't see any more on this layer, so let's move down. There's a broken one over there. You can, by the way, pour the cloning draft into the tank yourself. Let's go down. Do we see any here? Let's take a look. Immediately, no, I don't see any. So I guess we'll go down one more layer. Alright, looks like we're actually just pretty unlucky here. There's none. And I don't want to go to level 10 since it's actual hell on earth right now. So we're going to go use the one in the freehold. Says there are hostiles nearby, but there really isn't. Man, the lag I'm getting, the input lag on this level is wild. Not sure what's causing that. There's literally no hostiles nearby, but fair enough. Alright, let's do it up here then. Yeah, really quite frustrating. Try and do that again, shall we? What are you seeing, brother? Oh, okay, there is a basilisk. That one is fair. There's a basilisk there. There we go. Oh, there's a normality field here, isn't there? Dingus. Come on. Push through. Push through. Actually, internally right now, absolutely raging. Alright, there's no way it could go wrong up here. Oh, of course, now we've used all of our charge. Wonderful. There we go. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Get over here. Look at the lag. What is happening? There's nothing else open on my computer right now besides OBS. This is obscene levels of input lag. Okay. Let's go and use the regen tank. You see this one has the homogenized convalescence. Let's enter. We wait here for a little while. Boom. Our tongue is back. Hallelujah. Oh man. What an end. Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna leave it here. When we come back, we need to desperately find some Mechanimist rep so that we can finish Bethesda Susa once and for all. This is taking far longer than it normally would. But yeah, there you go. Sometimes it just be that way. My name is roguelike. We've been playing Caves of Qud today. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, take it easy.